Hi everyone, so today we're going to be making our tie-dye part of our tie-dye paper. So we talked about how you need a dippity dye paper, and if you don't have that, paper towel will work, a coffee filter will work, anything that can absorb water really well and that you can fold. You don't want to really use regular paper because it will rip. You need some watercolors and you need some water. I have my ice cream cone fold here. That was the triangle fold. We talked about how this is the cone and this is the ice cream. And then over here I have my accordion folded paper. First thing you want to do is wet the paper, so I put this in water and then I'm going to wring it out with my fingers. So it is wet, really wet, but not dripping wet. And then I'm going to start by picking some colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. You don't want to choose colors that are complementary, let's say like red and green, because when they bleed together they can make a brown or a gray. So you kind of want to avoid that. So I want to take my paintbrush, you want it kind of a stiff brush, pick the color that you want. Let's say I'm going to choose blue, wet it really well, and then I'm going to put that blue on top of the dippity dye paper. Get it really wet, and then I'm going to flip it over and do the other side. I want to add a lot of color so that it soaks through all layers of the paper. You could actually open it up and take a little peek, and you could see that the color did not bleed all the way through. So now I could take some more blue and add it to the inside. Don't be afraid to press real hard on your brush and really dab it on. So whatever I do on one side, I should do on the inside too. So again, dab it really well, get that color on. The more color you have, the more vibrant it's going to be. So that's my blue. I can close it back up. Now, if I want to make my project symmetrical, then I can put blue here on the other side and just repeat what I did before. So again, you can make a pattern like blue, red, yellow, or I can do blue, blue going into yellow, and then let's say going into red, or whatever colors you choose. So again, I'm going to open it up, make sure I get all the layers with all the colors. Once I have all my colors on, I can let it dry, and when you let it dry, leave it shut so the colors can bleed through. Now I could have my colors next to each other where they bleed together, like I can put this blue next to the green, like you see here, and again flip it over. So as the green bleeds into the blue, I actually have like a blue-green color. Or I can leave some white showing. White always looks really nice in tie-dye. So I can leave some white space, and then let's say add in my orange over here. And then again, flip it over. So that's the accordion fold with the tie-dye. Then I want to wipe my area clean so that I don't get any other colors in there. So take my paper towel, wipe my area, make sure my brush is washed off really well, and now it's time to do the circular fold. So this starts like a little different, where I start at the tip and work my way out. So again, I can pick whatever colors I want. I can start, let's say with orange, I left off with that, and again both sides of the paper. If you didn't wet it first, you can wet it, but as you can see, it's bleeding through really nice. And again, I can check all my layers, and I see like I missed one there, so I can put that orange in. Then let's say I want my next color. Let's say I want, I don't know, let's do red now. Wet my red. And again, I can have it bleeding on top of the color that I already did, or I can leave that white space. And again, have it go through to all the layers. Don't be afraid to get it real wet. And I'm going to keep going until I get to the end of my paper. If you want to have the colors bleed together, have them bleed together. If you want to leave some space, then I can leave some space. So let's say I have the blue with the white and then the red. Again, you want to leave it to dry with the air, and then after it's completely dry, that's when I open it up, and you'll see the cool tie-dye patterns that your colors made. So have fun painting your tie-dye.